So now I'm gonna be a junior, which is, I turned 20 already, guys. I feel severely unemployed. The illusion of Yale breaking and crumbling. Ivy League students always know what they're doing. I don't. The cult of summer internships. Those of us that are chronically anxious, overachievers, get really stressed. One thing about being a college influencer is that it can be kind of embarrassing. They were like, I really hope she doesn't come to Yale. Guys, I have a boyfriend. The reason why I made this whole video, honestly. Sort of my first real relationship. 100,000 likes and I'll do a boyfriend reveal. Okay. Hey. Hey there. Hey you. Hey. It's Millie and I have a big ugly pimple on my chin, but we're gonna pretend that doesn't exist and we're gonna get ready to go get dinner. We're home for summer break and I have no friends in LA, so it's just gonna be a eat dinner by myself situation tonight on this lovely Saturday. If you guys didn't already know, I am a student at Yale and I just finished my sophomore year, so now I'm gonna be a junior, which is not canon. Fun fact of the day, guys, I got bangs. No, it was not intentional. Went to my hairdresser, told her that I wanted curtain bangs. It was a rocky moment in our relationship, to say the least. I think it's just hard because we have a language gap, because she only speaks Chinese and my Chinese fucking sucks. It's okay. It's okay. Oh wait, let's get started. Guys, I ruined my freaking Kaha blush. Like, look at this. So I've resorted to sort of just like using my fingers and there we go. I just wanted to do a chatty little get ready with me because I want to talk a little bit about big life updates. I'm no longer young. I turned 20 already, guys, so I'm no longer a teenager either. I feel severely unemployed, and that's partly true. NGL, YouTube does make money. However, am I going to make money for sure in the next 4 years? We don't know that. So I'm trying to sort of figure out what I want to do with my life. And it's kind of crazy because I think one of the biggest things that happened to me sophomore year was just the illusion of Yale breaking and crumbling. No place is perfect, and we should all recognize that. Truly, I think I entered Yale with a sort of false belief that it was going to set me up for life, when in reality, there was a lot of work to be done. And I'm just sort of coming to terms with the fact that I don't really know what I want to do with my life. Also, in terms of makeup, we're just gonna smudge it out with our fingers. This formula is very sticky and very shiny as well. It honestly feels like you're putting Elmer's glue on your face, but I kind of like that. Both a highlighter and a blush, which I really appreciate. It gives you that glowy summer look. Now that that's all blended out, we're going to go in with another blush. This was my girl in high school. I don't even know what shade this is. Oh, it's Love. I like layering this because it just adds a little bit more coloring. And I put it in all the same places. And then we're gonna blend that in with our hands as well. Back to my discussion. Now that I'm officially a Cogsai major, I'm honestly still surprised at myself that I chose to do this. As a newcomer, I feel extremely out of place. One popular belief that I think is totally wrong: Ivy League students always know what they're doing. I don't. And maybe I'm the only one, but at least there's one. Recently, I've been using the heavy rotation coloring gel. Gives you that bleached eyebrow vibe, and I think that's so in for this summer. Eyebrows that barely look like they exist, like mine, are in. I will say, however, be really careful where you put it. If you smear too much of it, it just looks like you have orange permanent marker like Sharpied in your brows. Concentrate it around where you already have eyebrow. One phenomenon that I've been thinking about recently is the cult of summer internships. Everybody is very aware of what people are doing over the summer. I've been feeling a lot of stress about this because I don't really have a real job this summer. I'm doing an unpaid internship at a boutique agency in Soho. The agency represents like people in fashion, but as I said, I'm not getting paid. It's not like one of those big, huge company internships that's going to set me up for 8-year-long finance career where I'm gonna get paid 100K per year. And in many ways, I'm very glad for that. But at the same time, envy those people in the sense that I know they worked hard. They're going to know that they like earned something with their Ivy League degree. Am I going to do that? I don't really know, you know? I recently got these Kaha Beauty Bentos, little eyeshadow that have everything you need. A glittery, fun shade, a darker shade for the eyeliner, which is really, really nice. So I'm just gonna go against the edge of my eye until it creates like a soft line. There was a time where I used to do heavy eyeliner every single day. I would use mascara as eyeliner. You might ask, how is that possible? I would take the mascara wand and just like smear it across my eye because I was trying to be like alt, if you're even allowed to say that anymore. And now I'm in a weird era where I don't know if I adhere more to Western makeup or like Asian beauty standards. I'm also gonna take the slightly lighter base shade, highlight the line under my eye, like my aegyosol. I think the consensus of that is just you really can't know and it's okay to be lost. I think I've just always lived my life like having a goal was really, really important. I'm not really sure what it is that I want to do with my life, but as long as I'm actively working towards finding out what that is, it should turn out all right. And I already just feel so lucky and privileged to be where I am. It's remembering the things that you're grateful for. To make myself feel better, I did make a list of things that I achieved this year. Well, not necessarily achieved even, just things I did to remind myself that this year was not spent in vain. Those of us that are chronically anxious, overachievers, get really stressed, you know? Being grateful is so, so important. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. Okay, but to elaborate on that, it is obviously much easier said than done. When you're feeling lost and alone, it is super daunting to try to tackle these big tasks by yourself. Even things like practicing gratitude can be really hard when you're just feeling confused about your future. I will often try to make plans for post-grad life, chart out some sort of 4-year schedule, but I get overwhelmed by all of the possibilities and pressures. That is where Claude has been a total game changer for me. When I was making that list of things that I'd done in the past year, I actually used Claude to help me think through it. Because here's the thing. Claude isn't just any other AI tool that spits out generic responses. It's actually like having a thoughtful buddy who gets what you're going through. What makes Claude different is its holistic approach. It doesn't just excel at one thing. It does complex tasks that require sustained reasoning, and it can handle longer context without losing track of what you're working on in the first place. But most importantly, Claude thinks with you, not for you. It feels like a collaborator and someone who can help read between the lines to understand what you're actually trying to accomplish. So huge shout out to Claude for helping me out with that, and now let's get back to the video. I hate doing this. I hate curling my lashes. I have approximately like 3 lashes that are long enough for me to curl. Recently though, I've discovered a hack that can make quick lash curler. She's my go-to clear mascara basically, and it preps your lashes and you can comb through the lashes. You get the most out of each lash, you know? One thing about being a college influencer is that it can be kind of embarrassing. Unabashedly filming yourself in public spaces is never an easy task. I think that in general, Yale can be a bit of a difficult environment for people who are trying to do social media. I recently saw this reel. This guy was talking about how anyone that makes college content, he will always give them a like, support them, because he thinks that it's a brave thing to do. I think the act of creating something in and of itself is brave, and it's hard to put yourself out there. Like, I was told by this person who I considered to be my friend when they first saw like my videos before I came to Yale, they were like, I really hope she doesn't come to Yale. In the moment, I just laughed it off, but I remember afterwards being like, oh my god, wow, that's really intense. But I think it's definitely knowing that you're going to face some judgment. Also, if you guys are wondering what the hell this is the Judy Doll mascara, and it's like a curling iron mascara that has like little ridges, but it's a Chinese brand, and you know Chinese makeup slays. Bang reveal. Anyway, okay, something's missing. Oh, it's my lippy. Can Make Juicy Lip Tint in the shade 02. Guys, it's my favorite lippy in the whole wide world. Except for the fact that she gets messy. Such a liquidy formula, but the color is gorgeous. And I just apply it in the center of my top and bottom lip and then blend it out with my fingers. Another thing that's happened recently, guys, I have a boyfriend. Me, the biggest misandrist in the world. This is really just the reason why I made this whole video, honestly. God, I hate these bangs. Guys, literally right after I left the hair salon, I went straight to Daiso and bought these. Back to the update. I'm gonna not tell you guys who it is, but it's been really good. We started dating officially in March. What the heck? But this is sort of my first real relationship. Came in a time where I wasn't really expecting it, but it's taught me so much, and I think I've grown exponentially. I'm gonna try 2 different kinds of earrings, then decide which one's better. I think I like the thinner ones. I think that being in a relationship has taught me so much about myself, in like the good and the bad. I honestly, like, before this didn't want to get married. You can check my other video. It's so funny. I'm like, I don't think I'll ever get married. The second I got a boyfriend, I was like, you know what? Not that I'm saying I'm well, we'll see. It's just the idea, I think, of having a partner and someone to go through life with that has become way more attractive to me. And also, like, having a relationship during college is so awesome, just because it's like you don't have a support network like you do at home. No one at the end of the day has an obligation to be your person. Having a relationship is like, that is your person in the way that you're their person as well. Not that I think it can't get tricky. You can be like too codependent, but I think it's also so beautiful and special to have someone that you just like are saving a spot for in your mind. It's made me want to like write. It's made me want to get more creative. In so many ways, I think it's just replenished my love for the arts, because I think a love for art stems from a love for people, and when you really love someone, you just want to like create things about your experiences with them. But I think my biggest takeaway about dating in college is just that it's hard to not think about what other people are thinking. It feels like everyone's in the relationship with you, and what I've taken away is at the end of the day, it's like whether that person is giving you something positive and bringing something positive to your life. Oh, is this person someone that's good to me and good for me? Doing your best to be someone that can be good for that person, and even if I'm mad at them, I still want the best for them. 100,000 likes and I'll do a boyfriend reveal. Okay, enough playing around. Sorry, I'm speaking to myself. Having a college relationship is also like, it's just not the same as dating in high school. And I remember going on dates in high school. Frankly, they were embarrassing. College dating is just a different level of responsibility. You sleep over at their place. You have to like commit to seeing them. You don't just see them every day at school. Go out on real dates. Like, it's part of the aspect of college that's like a trial. I think that's really, really valuable, but also very scary. I viewed love to be something ceremonial, or like it's gotta be like an explosion, but love is very simple. I didn't realize how much college would be about building relationships, nurturing a network of people that support you and you in turn support them. But I think that's the thesis of my 2 years at Yale so far. It's the people that I've met, the things that they've taught me about myself, the ways in which we've impacted each other's lives. And with that, I finished my poppy and I'm hungry as hell. I'm gonna go get dinner, probably to Kaya. Hopefully this makeup is okay and you guys like it also. Wait, don't go. Just before we wrap up, I want to tell you more about Claude because the features they've been rolling out are honestly incredible. With Claude, you can search the web in real time to get the most up-to-date information, and it gives you citations so you never have to worry about outdated content ever again. You can even create custom communication styles by uploading examples of your content in the project feature, so Claude learns to replicate your exact tone. And they just rolled out natural voice conversations with 4 different voice options, so it'll even give you voice notes for longer responses. They also added hybrid reasoning, so you can choose between quick responses when you need something fast or extended thinking for really in-depth analyses. And if you use Google Workspace, Claude now integrates seamlessly with Gmail, Calendar, and Documents for contextual assistance. Personally, I use Claude for all of my creative stuff because honestly, no other AI tool does it like Claude does. Whether it's my creative assignments, my essays, making to-do lists, doing research, Claude just gets it in a way that those other tools don't. It's the AI that actually understands you. So get started with Claude using the link in my description below. I don't like how my eyebrow looks. Anyway, I love you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, see you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah.